Okay, I'm here at the Cozy Corner restaurant in Fitchburg on a Tuesday. The last customer is just walking out the door about a half hour after you close, and I'm with the owner, Kathleen MacMillan. And Kathleen, first day of the week, it's a Tuesday because you're closed on Mondays. Hot day, busy today, quiet today?
It was a slower day. It was definitely a slower day, but it was still a good day. They're all good days.
Now, you have an interesting story in that you've worked here for how many years?
9.
So now you just turned 30, or you're about to turn 30. I don't know if you've already turned 30.
Not even a month.
So you're 30 now?
No.
Oh, so you're still
5th.
29.
Yep.
And you've worked here in 9 years. So you started as a waitress when you were 20. Was it like your first job, or had you done waitressing before?
It was my first serving job, yes. But I had worked before.
So you started serving, and what did you find out when you started serving? What did you learn right away that people don't realize about people serving?
How much multitasking it is. Yeah. How much there's 10 different things going on all at once. And just how to be efficiently, if you know you're heading one way, how many things can I get done in that exact spot and then bring it back? And
now, a lot of people don't manage it, I imagine.
no, for the most part, everyone that I've seen start here that's never served before, they do okay, but there's definitely that bit of like frazzle at the beginning. And then anyone that has truly served before just knows that's how it goes.
So you started here 9 years ago as a server. You stuck with it, and I don't remember if it was last year or the year before, the owner decided to sell out and retire, and you decided to buy it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm partial because I had a business in my 20s as well, but at the time, the economy was not all that hot. You'd worked here as a server for like 6 or 7 years or something like that. Was he surprised when you approached him about buying it, or did he offer it to you first?
He approached me about it. There was. We thought someone else, he had been talking about retirement for about, like 5 years prior. And he thought someone else was going to end up buying it, and then there was the possibility of possibly your daughter, and it just became a couple different things, and then it ended up him approaching me about it, because I had been here for so long, and I had at that point been managing it for over 3 years.
So you had to, I'm sure you had to take out a loan, obviously, to pick it up, or had you saved enough to buy it outright?
I had saved a lot, because we actually had started talking about me being who took over a year before we truly started the process and all the paperwork and the lawyers and all of that. So I had some time to save up, but luckily Mike, the old owner, was also willing to be the bank for it. So right now I have a payment plan with him.
So you're actually paying, you don't have a loan with the bank, you're paying off Mike. And so in your 20s,
a good chunk down, and the rest of it I'm paying as I go.
You're in your 20s, you dive in, you saved your money to buy a business. And these days, a lot of people in their 20s talk about, microaggressions, and how come I have to work these hours and so forth. And now you go from managing a place, which I don't know how many hours a day you were working, or how many hours a week.
I was working full time.
So 40 hours or more?
Yeah. It fluctuated between 39 to like probably 43 kind of hours.
And now you've jumped in as a business owner.
Yeah.
Now
I work 70 plus hours.
And the pay is whatever's left over after the bills.
Yeah, but I think that's why I wanted to sit right here, because this is my family's farm.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh, you've mentioned the farm before, so that pictures your family's farm. So you're not unacquainted with hard work.
No. That was my first job, so that kind of made me feel more competent to be able to come in and do all the hours and put in all the work that needed to be done. But it's a different animal. It's not a farm.
Now, as hard as it might be to serve, in the sense that you're doing all these different things at once, if you're having a bad day, you still have to be cheerful and be tolerant of customers who can be a little bit persnickety. As the owner, it's got to be doubly that.
It's even more so, yeah. It is, and it's hard. It's hard, especially when you have stuff going on in your personal life, to show up and be that chipper person. And I know that a lot of people love us because of all of, like, me, the staff, everyone, like, we're just good people. And I know that's a big draw for a lot of people. But it can be hard on some days when you're just having a bad day.
So what was the biggest change for you, other than the increase in hours, obviously, and the debt paying off the restaurant? What was the biggest change for you when you took over ownership?
Learning how to delegate and learning how to separate the friendships from the you are now my staff. I know that we were just co-workers beforehand. We were friends. Like, I truly am friends with everyone, and I'm very lucky that everyone that Mike had as his employees previously was willing to stick with me during the transition and stayed with me as employees. But there was a lot of, like, little things that I wanted to change, and, like, how do I tell these people that are my really good friends that, like, how we've been doing it, I don't want to do it that way anymore. And I need to be the person that can say no, not like that, we're doing it this way now, or no, I don't like how you do this. Like, how do I criticize someone's work when I've just always worked and been friends with them to begin with? But as I started to do it, I realized I didn't have to be a jerk about it. I could just be nice. Everyone is still my friend. No one's angry at me when I'm like, hey, I don't like how you did that, I'm trying to do it this way now. Everyone was understanding, so I lucked out, but that definitely was like out of all the things I planned for, I hadn't thought that. I hadn't thought about the separation between, like, work and personal, between employees and friends, so I think I've gotten better at it. I think.
Now you have Mondays off. Do you is that your bookkeeping day? Or?
That is my, if anything, it's my antisocial day. And I definitely get to, like, recharge my social battery a little bit, but I go grocery shopping at 8:30 in the morning to get here for 9:30. I do all my inventory. I place my orders with several different vendors. I prep anything like desserts that are going to take a long time that I know I can't get done during the rest of the week. A lot of, like, my protein options, if they need to be marinated, brined, anything like that, that gets going. And then the cleaning that we can't get to during the rest of the week.
Now, I've often said the easiest job in the world is a job that someone else is doing. Because you look at it and it looks easy, but it's not easy. What are the things that you think you make look easy, that customers think that, oh, it's just an easy thing to do? Man, the questions aren't easy.
No, I don't know. So just recently, my boyfriend Sean started working here full time, and we have him, like, he's, like, also a server now. He's now learned the grill. He's done, like, the dishes. He's done the prep. He's helped with everything, and he says probably more so the serving. Just from his point of view, I guess I make serving look easy, even though I don't feel like I make it look easy. But mainly the serving, and I also can multitask, and a lot of times I get stuff like cooking out back while I'm also serving, and it's the having to remember to get back to it. And I've definitely burned some pans in the process, so I'm not good at it all the time. But
now, how long does it take to prep? Like, you have your special board today. Will that be the specials all week, or do they change on a daily basis?
They pretty much change every day. Like, right now I have chili up there. That'll last. I'll run that until we run out. So sometimes I might run out tomorrow, depending on how much we sell. We might run out Wednesday, Thursday. That I make a big batch of. So
now, do you make that batch yourself?
Yeah.
So you do a lot of the, or do you do all the prep cooking, or do you do most of it?
I do most of it. Like, most of the special preps I do, but I have Fernando that does a lot of, like, the prep for, like, the grill station. He keeps all of that. So all the pancakes, getting the ham portioned out and sliced, all the vegetable preps, that's all him. But, like, when it's soups and chilies and, like, I got pork roast up there right now, that type of stuff's me.
Now, I noticed Fernando was one of the people you've hired since you came here. how different was it to be the person deciding on a hire?
Luckily, Mike had let me be a part of him hiring people in the past, so like I knew what to ask. I knew like the type of person that does well here and what to look for in that, so I had that foot in the door. But it was really weird to be like, oh, this is my choice. Like, but Mike had recommended Fernando to me before I had even bought the place. He had said, if you need someone, I think you should reach out to Fernando. And I did, and it's just worked out so well.
Now, did you have him? I remember he used to slice the ham portions a little bigger. Did you have to make him cut down on that a little bit?
Yes, there has been.
I remembered that. Those were big pieces of ham.
Yeah.
Those were.
No, so we've definitely had to kind of like hone down on portioning. I've gotten much better at like price controlling things without making us seem cheap, because I don't want to be a cheap place. I want to make sure you're getting your money's worth. But I did have to go through a little bit of, am I losing money on this? Is that too much? People aren't even finishing that whole piece of ham. Do I really need to be putting out that big of a serving? Like, so we've slowly cut down.
And when eggs skyrocketed, that must have been a crisis for.
That one was hard. We ended up doing like the surcharge that we put the little notices on the table, because you can't cut down on eggs when your specials are eggs per number. It's you get 1 to 3 eggs, you add eggs, like you can't cut down on that, and you can't get eggs any cheaper than what they were at the time. So we just did a surcharge and ran with that for a little bit.
And now it's gone.
Fair. Now it's gone. They're back to a much more reasonable price, so that it's good. But that was definitely like, ride it out. You can't do anything else. It's not like you can take eggs off your menu. You're stuck with them.
Now, how did the people coming in, actually there's a question I wanted to ask before I do that. Of the specials you make, was there something that totally surprised you in terms of, boy, this really moved, or boy, nobody wants this?
There's definitely been a few that I might have gone a little bit too creative with. I tried to do a strawberry basil French toast. That was like sweet, savory. I had little mozzarella pearls on it. I was so excited for it. And we sold 2, and the 2 people that got it absolutely loved it. But to sell only 2 all weekend was kind of like, okay, that might have been a little bit too crazy for here.
And breakfast, this place is packed on the weekends.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, and you have a lot of people, including your mother, working here, who's been a waitress here for a while as well.
Yeah, she was here before me, actually.
Yeah. So it must be kind of odd, because she's very, very proud of you, but now you're ordering your mother around. That's got to be a little interesting.
Luckily she's like perfect, so there's not that much that I ever have to tell her. But it is weird. It is weird. It's weird to be like the one that like, hey mom, I need you over here. It's just weird to like direct her in any way, because I'm like, you're my mom, but I don't want to ever feel bossy to you.
How did the customers react to you taking over? Were they surprised? Were they encouraging? Or
a lot of people had known for a little bit, and everyone was very supportive. And I stayed kind of quiet about it for a while. Like, so we have some people that aren't truly regulars, but are in like once a month kind of thing, that like just recently in the past couple like months have found out that I bought the place, because I've kept it quiet. I didn't do a big like grand opening. I didn't do anything like that. I just wanted it to kind of feel like the cozy and just go.
In fact, a few
like,
people might find out for the first time when they see the video.
Yeah, so I like that though, because I didn't want anyone to ever feel like it was this big change. I wanted it to stay the cozy corner, and I think I've done a pretty good job of doing that, and I wasn't in your face about it, so I think that was nice. And everyone that does find out when they find out has all been happy about it. I haven't had one person be like, oh my gosh, no, not you.
Okay, we got 2 things left, because this camera has so many minutes that it can run. A lot of young people are considered lazy. What is the advice you would give to a young person? Because you've done all this hard work, and hopefully you're making it good, decent over here. What is the advice you would give to a young person who's thinking of buying or opening a business?
That the only way to grow is to do hard things. Even when you're scared, just do it. If it's something that you truly feel passionate about, just do it. It's gonna suck. You're gonna be nervous. You're gonna be scared, and you're gonna be really stressed out, but just keep pushing through.
And there's no substitute for the hard work that you're doing.
Yeah.
You sleep and...
It is, and if it's... Some people might not be up for doing that, and that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with also working a 9 to 5. That's plenty of people do really well with that. I like it here, and I like having my own place and my own thing.
Okay, I got 3 minutes left on this, and I'm going to give you 3 minutes to just push the place. Tell people who may not know about the Cozy Corner where you are, what you serve, and why they should come here.
Okay, so we're at 144 Lunenburg Street, Fitchburg, Mass. We're right outside of the college campus area. Almost
across the street from Surfside Pool.
Across the street from Surfside Pool, yes. Scratch-made desserts, really creative breakfast specials, really good home cooking lunch specials, really nice people. Almost everyone ends up becoming friends with other regulars, and it is the best thing to see. Just friendships be created between customers and us, and it is. We get invited to customers' birthday parties, customers like celebrations, and we just feel like a community, and it's cool. And we got really good food.
Well, you must, because people keep coming back. And the coffee. Now, I'm going to plug the coffee myself. I do not drink coffee. I do not drink coffee anywhere else. I don't even drink it at home. But here I come and I drink the coffee. I tried it once on a whim, and now I drink the coffee. This is the only place where I drink coffee.
Your wife Valerie calls me the coffee angel, so.
Yeah, she does.
Yes.
And now, well, actually, you should. What is the difference about your coffee? Could you explain that?
It's it actually is going to make us sound cheap. We don't do anything fancy. We don't do lattes. We don't do cappuccinos. We don't do anything like that. It's a condensed coffee. Our coffee machine does all the measuring out. It heats the water to the perfect temperature, but you can't burn it because it's not sitting on a pot. You can't mismeasure it because you're not measuring the beans. You just put the box in and it does all of the science for you.
And that's something you inherited from Mike, and people like it.
Yeah, that was our previous system. I have people that tell me that if you stop serving that coffee, we'll have to find somewhere else. But as far as I know, we're the only place in the area that has one of those machines, so.
So that makes it unique for you.
Does a good job.
Now, right now, as I said, it's the last customer left about 10 minutes into the interview. How long will you be here from this point on to finish cleaning up for tomorrow?
About an hour after close. About an hour. We mop the floors every day. Everything gets scrubbed down. Grill gets completely cleaned. We normally have some dishes coming through from the last customers. It takes a bit to clean the place up, even though we're small.
And you do takeout as well, so what's the phone number if people want takeout?
Oh, you gotta ask me right off the top of my head.
Well, that's right. You don't call yourself very often.
You're gonna plug this in after, because no, I don't know it off the top of my head.
I will put it on the information there, because I never call up. Oh, it's right here. 978-343-3469. And here's the menu right down here, although I don't have the camera facing in the right direction. I should have thought of that, of just showing that. Well, Kathleen, thank you for giving me your time, and thank you for the food that I enjoy, and this has become my relaxing place.
Thanks.
So I will probably come here relaxing till the day I die.
We'll be here, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. All right, thanks again.
Thanks, Peter.